Today, we'll understand how thinking like a designer will help us become a better copywriter. Hi, welcome to Become a Better Copywriter series. I'm Danita, your copywriting coach, and let's begin with day 2. Before writing copy, right, before starting any new project or assignment, what do? What's the first thing you do? You open Google Doc and you stare at the blank cursor, or maybe you go browsing and find inspiration and get inspired. You go to the Google Doc and stare at the blank cursor. You're like most writers. We all do the same. Now, why should you think designs, and how is designs even related to copywriting? Let me explain. When you write copy, when you think about copywriting, it's usually a set of words that you need to write. Those words need to do something, stir some emotion, or convey some message, right? This is our perception of copywriting. When I say that today I have to write website copy, or today I have to write a digital ad, or I have to write a brochure, or I have to write for billboards, uh, I have to write a copy for billboards. What I think is I have to write some words, right? No, wrong. This perception that you have to write words is completely wrong. What should you think instead? Instead of thinking, I have to write some words, you should think, how will the final output look like? So instead of thinking, staring at the blank Google Doc, think what these words will be converted into. Because this is not the final destination, right? This is not how you've written. That's not exactly how the readers will see it. Unless you're writing a blog, will the final words look like? What will these words graduate into? Will they become a billboard? Will they become an ad? Will they become a digital ad? Will they turn into an explainer script? Will they turn into a website copy? Will they turn into a hoarding, outdoor ad, point of sale material, direct mail? What will they look like? And let's look at some things that will give us an inspiration. All right. So this is the landing page for a product, for a wallet. Now, if I was to write a landing page for a wallet, my hero section, my heading would state the quality or the amazing design of this wallet, or how unique the wallet is. I would state the features, right? But when I think like a designer, when I think, okay, maybe you know what, I shouldn't just saying what my wallet can do is not going to get my message across. I should do something. Maybe I should do something to state my point. Um, Maybe we should show a visual motion graphics of a wallet, two wallets, an ordinary wallet and my wallet. And this ordinary wallet is getting filled, and it's filled to maximum capacity, and it's this big. And my wallet, it's filled to maximum capacity, and still it's this small. This visual demonstration will get the message across faster. Huh. All right. If this visual demonstration will get the message across faster, then let me use a fitting headline to state this demonstration. So my headline could be, Slim Your Wallet. Move the slider to compare wallets. All right. This makes more sense now. That's why when writing copy, you first think designs. Think, how will this look like? If I was only staring at the blank cursor, at a blank screen while writing copy, and think, if I was only thinking, okay, I have to write some words, would my copy be, would my end copy fit the designs? Would it look weird? Won't it look weird? Right? That's why think designs. Think, how do you want the visuals to look like? Your words are there, right? So how do you want these words to appear? How do you want the visuals to appear? Sometimes what happens is visuals communicate more the message, what you want to communicate. Most of it can be communicated through the visuals. In that case, what you could suggest the designer is use this to communicate this message. Let my words do communicate something else, because the heavy lifting, the main idea is communicated by the visuals. So let my words not be repetitive or clash with the visuals, right? That's why great copy is a blend of both words and visuals. It's never just, I can't just be a fabulous copywriter and just put my words out there. No, no, no. Copywriters need fabulous designers to help us, right? We are not one person army. Great copy is great copy because it has visuals. It has the visual element that makes those words impactful, persuasive, that adds a range of emotions, right? So it's never just you, the main hero of the story. It's always you plus the designer who made that visuals, who converted that words, those plain blank Excel, Google Doc or Excel doc into a thing, into a website or into a landing page or into a digital ad or into a poster or into a billboard. It's always a mix of both. Let's look at an example. So the copy here, my house used to be clean, then school let out. So if I was just to give this headline to the designer, how will the designer know what's in my head, right? How will the designer know if I'm giving, that's a weird, if you think about it, that's a weird headline for a digital ad, right? Just these words. My house used to be school clean, then school let out. That's a that's an incomplete headline. Now, why is this headline incomplete? Because the visuals are telling half the story and the words are telling half the story, right? That's why we need designs plus words to tell the whole story, to communicate the whole message. Now let's look at another example. So there's this person, her head's on fire. We need a better way, and there is a thread of emails and blah blah. Who has it? What? How was I supposed to know? Nobody told me. 1970 notifications and all of this image, and the copy is granted. Now, before we read the next part, tell me, for a SaaS, can you even think about a headline like wish granted? Could you even think about a headline like wish granted for a SaaS product? Would you? Now, why was this thing? Why did this website be more impactful? This headline did the work, but the visuals also did the work. And for this whole thing to come together, for the entire website to come together and make that impact, what was needed was a copywriter's vision. If the copywriter didn't think like a designer and he or she didn't communicate that to the designs team, the design team wouldn't know what the intention and the ideation was. And the whole message would come across very flat. Imagine for a SaaS, if we would have a traditional, just what a product does. kind of a specification image, and that's it. And plus this copy, which granted in just a traditional specific image of what the product specifications are. That's it. Would the heading still make sense? Absolutely no. The heading would sound out of place. That's why when you're writing copy, you think the end, think from a design perspective, think of how you want it to look like. And once you're done, once you've done thinking how you want it to look like, please tell it to the designer. They aren't magicians. They need to know what's in our head and how does it look in our head, right? So let's look at another example. If I'm writing a copy for products, packaging, and all of that, if I'm writing packaging copy, I need to think how this will look like on the product. Once it's printed, how these words will look like. Instead of just writing an Excel doc, looking at a Google doc, right? I keep on saying Excel doc when it's Excel sheet. Instead of just looking at a Google sheet and staring at the plenty of blank space there, what you should do is you should think how much space will actually be there. How much real estate will you actually have on that package? Not much. That's why if you write a big essay, it wouldn't make sense. So for your packaging copy, if you're writing packaging copy, you need to think, okay, I have certain this much real estate and rest of the package has this. Okay, so I have this much. So how many words would fit into this? Okay, only 50 words. All right, I have to tell a story out of 50 words. Start from there. Don't start from staring at the blank Google Doc, right? Start from the end in mind. Start from how this will look like, or how much space do you have, where it is going to be, where will this appear, how will it look like, how much space does that place have, does a package have, and then write. All right, before we go further, I just want to take a minute to appreciate this. All right, we love this brand. I love this brand. And let's read up their copy. We are two mothers who realized that there weren't enough tasty, healthy, and convenient kids' foods out there. So we decided to make our own. Slurp Farm products are made of healthy millets, dal, oats, and just what you would find in a mother's kitchen. We use our creativity for the recipes, combining pure ingredients in imaginative ways that make kids' tummies happy. All right. So this is their packaging copy for just for a pancake mix. On every product of theirs, they make it a point to tell their brand story, and just a short story, but so impactful, right? So before going and just staring at the blank Excel doc, you should think how much space you have and how it's going to look like. Then start writing. One more. So if you're writing direct mail, John, hungry for a slice, get one free, and blah, blah, blah. So you just have this much real estate. You can't write big essays. And if it's going to look like a pizza, it's already going to tell the message. So you don't need to write, John, are you hungry for a pizza? Because already the image is a pizza, the end in mind. It's going to be designed like a pizza. So you don't need to tell the word pizza, right? That's why think like a designer first. So finally, what I want you to take with this video is this. Your words won't be shown as it is. They'll go through designs. So when you're crafting copy, think how will this finally look like? Before putting pen to paper, ask yourself this question. How will this finally look like? All right. So if you enjoyed today's lesson, hit the subscribe button. And we are doing copywriter series, right? We want to get better at copywriting. So if you want to get better at copywriting, be sure to subscribe and check out day 3. Day 3 is likely to come tomorrow. All right. If I don't have too many projects, day 3 will come tomorrow. All right. So till then, keep writing. Bye-bye.